So there was a point where, after my parents got divorced, where I was living with my dad instead of my mom. I only lived with him for about a year. Um, just because uh, it was he was just too stringent. um, Pretty much, I would have to get up every morning at like 5 a.m., get ready for school, and then walk to school, which would take an hour. I then would go to school and by walking, and then I would be at school until 2 o'clock, and then I would have to walk not home but to his place of employment, because at this time he was still working for somebody else. And then I would have to sit in this storage shed that had a coffee table in there and stay there until it was time for him to go home at 6 p.m. So we're talking like from 2 o'clock to 6. And he would never be there until like 5:30, right? So for a long time, for like a good for like a good 3 months, I would just walk back and go there and just wait for him. Because he never like even checked on me or anything. He would just expect me to be there when it was time for him to leave. Um, well, eventually, I ended up not doing that completely. I would go there, but not right away. Because what ended up happening was is I would get to see my mom like once a month. Um, so she did this really bad thing where she would give me money, right? And I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. All right. My dad expected me to walk straight home, right? But then, my mom started giving me money when I would see her. So then, so instead of going straight home after school, I would walk downtown and like go into like 7-Eleven or something like that, and then walk to my dad's place of employment. Well, my mom would always tell me, "Oh, don't let him know that you have money, because he'll take it." So what I would end up doing is I'd end up buying just like food and shit like that, and then just throwing away the trash. Well, eventually, um, I started buying stuff that had remnants. Like I would go to McDonald's and get something like a kids meal, and it would have like the little toy like thing, and then like I had to hide all of those, and then eventually, like maybe a month before I had had enough of living with him, he found a whole bunch of them, and he like, was like, these are from your mom, and he ended up like taking them out in the driveway and like stomping on them and then throwing them away. So, yeah. Not a very nice guy, and he's never really been that much of a nice guy. He Later on in life, when I moved here, he was helping me, but then I found out that he was just helping me out of like he felt obligated to help me and all this other stuff. And I haven't talked to him in a long time, and I'm happy to not talk to him because I don't have time for people who feel like they're obligated to help me. You know, especially your own fucking dad. I mean, you know what? If your dad doesn't want to help you because he loves you, then he can fuck off. Anyways, whatever. Bye.